It's a chance not many swimmers have. Swimming in the CenturyLink Stadium in Omaha, competing with the likes of Ryan Lochte, Michael Phelps, and Hart High alumnus Anthony Irvin.
Most of the swimmers who go there are usually just going there for the experience, and I was one of those as well. But at the same time, I also had like the chance to swim next to my teammate for the last time, so that kept me motivated for sure.
Alex Ngan had set records while at Hart High School and continued to pursue swimming at Columbia University in New York City, where he balanced his studies with his love for the water.
He had really, really good time management from the beginning, so it wasn't really ever really an issue for him. It was more just he really liked swimming, so he would get up for the double practices in the morning, come home, eat dinner, do homework, and then go back swimming.
On the afternoon of June 30th, Alex Ngan arrived at the Oakland airport, down the ways from where he takes classes at UC Berkeley for their joint medical school program with UCSF. He was departing for his Olympic trials race that would be happening the next morning. But as he sat in the terminal, time ticked away. Alex was concerned about the connecting flight he had in Salt Lake City.
I started getting worried because my connection time was only like 37 minutes. It's about like 4:40, 4:45 we board, and then the moment I get in the airplane, we start sitting down, but then they say there's like a baggage to weight ratio. I check my time and I'm like, all right, so it's 35 minutes late and my connection time is 37 minutes. So I land in Salt Lake City at like, I think 8 o'clock, and then my flight was leaving at like 8:07, so I was like, I was like asking people around me like, hey, I have my flight in like 5 minutes, can I just like cut you and just try to get out, deboard as quickly as possible? Most of the passengers, they were all like willing to let me cut, so that was really nice. So I'm like booking it down the gate, and then I run to where my plane's supposed to be at the gate, and then I asked the agent, where's the flight? I don't see the plane there. And he's like, oh, it just took off.
Alex realized he had two options. Stay the night in Salt Lake, fly out in the morning, but definitely miss his event, or grab a rental car and go. He chose that.
I'm driving home and he called me in my car. It's like, hey Amy, guess what? And I was like, what are you doing? He said, I'm driving. And that was really, really shocking to me.
I actually never told my parents
we were in the dark, we didn't know.
Yeah, I knew they would freak out, so that's why I didn't want to tell them. I made sure I wanted to tell some of my family members just in case like I got in any trouble or anything. Someone would know where I was. But yeah, I kind of kept my parents in the dark, but they heard about it from my oldest sister afterwards.
So he drove and drove and drove some more. He even got pulled over for a speeding ticket.
I realized I was going like 95, maybe 100 miles an hour. I was going fast, so I saw some headlights behind me, and I was like, oh man, this is bad. Like, I'm going really fast. So I just immediately pull over, and then the cop, comes up to the side of my car and like immediately is like, do you want to go to jail? Like, he was not having it at all, and I was like, oh man. I was like, so then I gave him my story. And then he was like, I've been trailing you for quite a while now. I could have given you like multiple tickets, so I'll give you this ticket. So I got that, which delayed me like probably like 15 to 20 minutes.
But the only thing that really stopped him was that around 4 a.m. he noticed he made a crucial mistake.
At like 4 or 5 a.m., I think I just like was on my phone like trying to change the music or something. I also turned off my Google Maps. And then I turn on, and then I use Apple Maps, and then I see like how long it takes to get to the Omaha CenturyLink Center, and it says like, oh, now your arrival time is like 11 a.m. or like 10:57. I was beating Google Maps a little bit, and then I was like, wait, why is it 10:50 a.m.? Like, is this a different route? And then I realized that I was like, oh my gosh, because totally forgot about Salt Lake City to Omaha's central or like their time zone difference, and then I went back to Google Maps, and then it still said 9:47, but I kept driving, and then like 20 minutes later, I guess I passed the time zone like line, and then it said 10:50 as an arrival time, and that's when I was like, okay, it's probably over at this point. Like, there's no way I can make up 50 minutes, and it was probably like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. There's no way I can make 50 minutes in.
Despite this setback, Alex kept driving until he made it to the arena, exhausted, missing his event, but still happy and excited to be there. The arena was huge, and despite missing his race, he realized that his dreams were still coming true. He was supporting his teammate and was steps away from Olympians.
It's definitely an event that, for swimming in general, is like not one of the biggest sports, but at least at the Olympic trials, it's a huge stadium, and then you see like Olympians all around, and it's pretty crazy because you like watch these people on TV or in interviews. You see like Michael Phelps over there getting a massage, or Ryan Lochte like walking by, or like Missy Franklin.
It's an adventure he will never forget, something his parents are even proud of him for.
Enforced me that his personality is pretty strong.
I was very proud. It was kind of sad too that he didn't make it, but I was very proud. I think, my goodness, this is really a story. That's how I felt. You know, with this story, you can go anywhere.
And while he's looking forward to a long career in medicine, this is a story he knows he can tell for years to come. But he probably won't be driving down the I-80 anytime soon. For SCV TV, I'm Patricia Silva.